Hello and welcome to Just My Thoughts. I'm your host, Khaleel Ward. I know it's been a while, but I had to go watch my niece graduate high school, so I was on vacation. But while I was gone, I did get a chance to go see John Wick 3 because it's John Wick. So this is why it's taking so long for my review to go up. But John Wick 3, as you would guess, it's simply amazing. It's a lot of fun at the theater. It's a great action movie. If you love action movies, you should be watching John Wick. This franchise just keeps getting better with time. And not to say that John Wick 3 is better than the previous films, but it gives you a lot of what you love from the original John Wick, but it adds a lot of different layers to it. You must watch the first two movies to get into John Wick 3 because it literally picks up right where two left off, just how two picked up right where one left off. Um, in movie time, it seems like since the first John Wick, it's been probably 2 weeks, of him running around killing all these people and all that stuff because the movie literally picks up from the other movie. This movie, it just adds layer to it. It just gives you more of John Wick. It gives you layers. It gives you a little bit more information. In the first Wick movie, there was the gold coins, and we knew that was currency, but we didn't know where it came from or how much it was worth, and it didn't really matter. In the second movie, we understood. We learned about the marker and what it was used for, what the assassins used it for. And in this movie, we see another marker. We see gold coins. We see where the gold coins were made, and we get a little bit more information about the high table and what's going on behind the scenes with these assassins. And it's just a lot of fun, just learning a little bit more about John Wick, about the characters, about the universe, because the universe is it's pretty interesting. Um, of course, you have your action. There's plenty of action to go around. You have horses, you have books, knives. He fights on a motorcycle. He has swords, hand-to-hand combat, and of course guns. His regular guns, and then he has these. He has this shotgun battle, which was pretty cool. They added the guys from the Raid, another great action movie that you should watch. And they have a great hand-to-hand combat scene with John Wick, and it's a lot of respect. Again, you hear about how good John Wick is, and in this movie, again, there's people who just really respect him. You have one of the bad guys named Zero. He's a martial artist of these deadly ninjas, and he's just so happy to meet Wick. Like when he meets him, when you first see him on the screen, he's just killing everybody, and it's beautiful. You have ninjas in this franchise, and then when he meets Wick, he turns into a whole different person. He's funny, and he's happy to meet him, and he's just like, he thinks they're the same type of person, and it's just something different for this franchise. You have Holly Berry, and she's not in it for very long, but when you see her on screen, she's excellent. She's an assassin like Wick, except she has two dogs, and their action scenes are tremendous. Just Holly Berry's character, I think her name is Sophia, and Wick just taking out a bunch of guys, and then she's sending the dogs to kill the guys, and the dogs have bulletproof vests. Like who wouldn't love this movie? You have a strong woman, you have killer dogs, you have ninjas, you have knife fights that's just out of this world. You have motorcycles and swords. It's a very fun movie, and if you like John Wick, you're gonna love this movie. If you haven't seen any John Wick movies, I would suggest to watch the first one again. If you just like action movies, check this out because it's a lot of fun. It just gives you a lot of different things. The story is constantly moving. The secondary characters are great. Lawrence Fishburne, he's not in it as much as he was in part two, but he's just a funny person on screen, taking it to 10. And it's just a franchise that's started out really slow and nobody really knew about it, and it's really taken off, and they have greenlit John Wick 4. But this is my review for John Wick 3. It's a great action movie, a lot of fun in the theater. If you like action, go see this movie because you won't be disappointed. Thank you for listening. Deuces.